We are. It always goes live.
Woo! What up? Team Pineapple. Yeah.
It's Quinn for the win and Positive Pineapple. And we are here at episode 33. And the topic is happiness and relationships.
There it goes. And remember, we have our good vibes, the kava.
The good vibe story.
The good vibe story, the kava. And then our kava-sation time. Come on!
Dun, 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 dun.
Woo-hoo!
Okay. Always putting on a show.
Yeah, these babies.
Oh my.
Oh, did you see it?
Oh my God.
And today's good story comes from a colorful young woman. Colorful, I wouldn't say young. A colorful woman from New York. And it takes 3 pages. 3 quick pages to share the story.
That's how we're doing one. Okay.
Yes. We're just doing one. And so it's this woman right here from New York.
From what book? What are we reading? What is this?
Humans. Brandon Stanton, the person who started the Humans of New York project.
Mm-hmm.
So it's 3 quick pages.
And let
me make sure. Yep, she's from New York.
I'm gonna eat some cup of noodles.
There it goes. My mom threw me out of the house at 17 for getting pregnant. Then had me arrested when I tried to get my clothes. Then she fucked the head of parole to try to keep me in jail. She was some prime pussy back then. But the warden did some tests on me and found out I was smart. So I got a scholarship to go anywhere in New York. I chose the Fashion Institute of Technology, which I hated. But by that time, I was already getting work making costumes for the strippers and porn stars in Times Square.
Wow.
All my friends were gay people because they never judged me. All I did was gay bars, drag queen contests, Crisco Disco. I loved the whole scene, and I couldn't get enough of the costumes.
Wow.
My friend Paris used to sit at the bar and sell stolen clothes from Bergdorf and Lord and Taylor's back before they had censor tags. So I had the best wardrobe, mink coats, 5-inch heels, stockings with seams up the back. I looked like a drag queen, honey. One night, a Hasidic rabbi tried to pick me up because he thought I was a trainee. I had to tell him, baby, this is real fish.
She has some sass.
My stripper name was Tanqueray. Back in the 70s, I was the only black girl making white girl money. I danced at so many mob clubs that I learned Italian. Black girls weren't even allowed in some of these places. Nothing but Guidos with their pinky rings and the one long fingernail they used for cocaine. I even did a full 20 minutes in the place they filmed Saturday Night Fever. But I made my real money on the road. $3,000 on some trips. Every time Fort Dix had their payday, they'd bring me in as a feature and call me Miss Black Universe or some shit like that. I had this magic trick where I put baby bottle tops on my nipples and squirt real milk. Then I'd pull a cherry out of my G-string and feed it to the guy in the front row.
Oh my God.
But I never used dildos on stage or any shit like that. Never fucked the booking agents, never fucked the clients. In fact, one night after a show, I caught another dancer sneaking off to the Tate Hotel with our biggest tipper. Not allowed. So the next night, we put on a little itching powder in her G-string. Boy, did she put on a show that night. Didn't see her again until The Longest Yard with Burt Reynolds. So I guess she finally fucked the right one. Last phase. The scene was different back then. All the adult clubs were mob controlled. It all flowed up to some guy named Matty the Horse. Honestly, the mob guys never bothered me. They were cool, and I liked how they dressed. They wore custom-made suits, and they went to hairstylists, not barbers. These guys wouldn't even let you touch their hair when you were fucking them. Not that I ever fucked them, but because I never turned tricks. Well, except for one time. I took a job from this woman named Madame Blanche. She controlled all the high-dollar prostitutes back then. She was like the internet. Could get you anything you wanted, and all the powerful men came to her because she never talked. She set me up with the department store magnate who wanted a black girl dressed like a maid. I thought I could do it, but when I got to his hotel room, he wanted to spank me with a real belt. So that was it for me. I was done. But Madame Blanche set my best friend Vicky up with the president every time he came to New York. And don't you dare write his name because I can't afford the lawyers. But he'd always spend an hour with her. He'd send a car to pick her up, bring her to his hotel room, put a Secret Service agent in front of the door, and get this, all he ever did was eat her pussy.
Oh my God. What a story to share. Did you skim through it? You know it ended up like that? Or you just...
That's...
Oh.
So I'll show you.
Because you're picking the stories to share now. You
so this is the first page.
Wow.
Remember, no names. You
just got to track at the 70s, right? Who's the president during the 70s?
Ronald Reagan.
Ronald
Reagan.
Wow.
It was Jimmy Carter and Ronald Reagan.
Holy shit.
And this is her at the end. There it goes.
Wow.
That is the good vibe story of the day. That is the good vibe story of the day.
So what did you get from it?
Colorful life. And she would crush it in our social media age. You know, if she knew how to share, to express it and record it and upload, you know, because it's a lot more colorful than, well, there's a lot of things that are out there. I don't know because I don't search.
Yeah.
I don't YouTube, you know, so
YouTube.
Very colorful. And it sounds like a life worth listening to, you know, like to hear more stories.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, she has a book, a million of them, I'm sure.
Absolutely. So never did tricks, was a product. She said she was a stripper, but what stripper? Just there's a lot of inconsistencies with this.
What it
she never turned tricks. She never slept with any
I don't know
of
the
clients.
terminologies. Yeah.
Like, okay. As soon as you start saying you didn't do this, you didn't do that. Okay. It's like, never mind. What about you, Miss Quinn? What was your takeaway from the story?
I love how she was so open and vulnerable to share her face and share her story and just how she owned the life that she lived.
Yes,
she owned it.
That small part of it, right? Because she's a mature woman now, and
it just makes you curious about her whole life.
Yeah, she said her mom.
Yeah, and then I was just gonna get to that.
She started out the whole story
with her mom disowned her when she was pregnant.
Her mom kicked her out of the house,
and they called the cops on her
and got her arrested when she went back to get her things, and then she fucked the parole guy to keep her in jail. Right? That's the first couple.
I missed that part when you said that.
It starts out with, my mom threw me out of the house at 17 for getting pregnant. Then had me arrested when I tried to get my clothes. Then she fucked the head of parole to keep me in jail.
Wow.
Here it goes. She was some prime pussy back then.
Got it. That's what she meant by that. I missed that part. Oh my God.
What an opener.
What an opener.
She was some prime punani. So, felt good to start with that one. Felt good. And you were able to get in your ramen.
Yeah.
Yeah. So win.
Win.
And now
it's comfort food right here.
Is what this is all about. It's about our kava. Yes, here we go. And so, if you guys don't know what kava is, it is the good vibes from the islands.
Yes.
It is the pineapple that is right in front of you. If you ever feel like you're down and you need to pick me up, or you need to
relax a bit,
relax or feel hella good about yourself,
de-stress.
It's all about not just any kava, you know, Kava, but kava tonga brewed the pineapple way. That right there will make you feel fucking hella good.
Yes, we've been drinking kava every night for 99.9%.
How long now? It's been at least
more than a month.
It's been at least 2.5 months now. But see, this good vibe stuff right here. This is what I call the pineapple cold brew.
Yes.
You see? And the reason why I call it cold brew is because I brewed it the way people brew cold brew. And so I took this magical stuff that came thousands and thousands and thousands of miles from the South Pacific, from a small island that came up from the bottom of the sea millions of years ago.
Okay.
Because the volcanic magma from the bottom of the ocean created the island of Oahu. V-A apostrophe U, where my father was born. And thankfully he made it off of that rock that is part of the Kingdom of Tonga. It's one of the last few remaining monarchies in this in our small world that we have now, because everything is so connected. And so I brewed this for almost 30 hours and got this.
Woo!
And so this, like you would know, cold brew with coffee, is a concentrate. It's super fucking strong, right? And so is this. So why would you drink something so strong, Pineapple? Well, because it's the evening now. You know, most people have a nightcap. Most people like to have a little drink. Most people want to feel hella good. Most people want to relax, ease their worries, ease whatever it may be that is still running around in their head. Do you have a lot of activity that is still racing in your head? Well, I got the cure for you. I got the cure. And it's a pineapple cold brew kava shot. This thing right here will slow it down. Whoop! Slow it down to a walking pace, to then to crawl until you fall asleep.
All right.
You like that, Lita?
So descriptive.
There it goes. There it goes. There it goes.
So today, yeah.
This is a 1.7 ounce shot glass.
Yes.
Quinn just wants a half.
Yes. I don't need that much.
Half a
It's
shot.
And that's good.
Right there.
Oh my God. That's still a lot.
So that's about 0.8.
That's still a lot.
All right. Well, give it to me.
Yeah.
This is 3 ounces.
A little
Better?
bit more. No, keep going. A little bit more. No. Like, okay, fine.
So basically what we do,
I'm just, yeah.
we brewed some yerba.
Yes.
Some yerba mate.
Yerba mate.
Right? And we're going to throw the kava shot into the cup with the yerbs. So it's the kava yerbs. The kava yerba mate.
Yes.
And the pineapple
Really great tea.
is going to take a 2 ounce shot of these good vibes.
There we go.
There it goes.
I may put in some honey. Woo.
Oh.
There was
Do you have a...
Do you still have the donut?
Yes, I do.
I was going to eat it with the
Cheers,
rest of the
cheers,
donut
cheers.
from yesterday. Oh, yeah. It just cancels out the taste.
It's delicious.
Oh, yeah.
Mm. Mm.
Yeah.
Woo.
The rest of the donuts.
Man, that instantly makes the eyes go, ooh.
All right, that maple donut, y'all. We still have a little bit left.
So I already put some honey into my cup because I'm gonna enjoy some tea as I relax and have our kava-sation time. Come on. Woo-hoo. Yeah. And so you probably ask yourself, how much of your mood is from the kava? Well, I like to say it's 50-50. 50-50. Without the kava, 50-50.
So silly.
With the kava, 100%. Well, Pineapple, how does that make sense? Well, after you have a shot like this, nothing really starts to make sense. Because you're feeling that great. You don't even really care. You just want to be right here. You just want to feel.
He's all one.
Feel the vibes. Like, oh. You know what it feels like? I'll tell you right now, as I'm stirring this cup. And it feels really, really nice just to stir the cup. It feels like, imagine that I'm sitting in a dark closet.
Okay.
I have a shot. And all of a sudden, top it right. I see a little light. And as the seconds tick by, that light starts to open up. And as it opens up, I could see it on my chest. Start to widen, get bigger. The closet starts to light up. And then I realize I'm on one.
Great build up.
Yes.
You love painting the story, having a build up, and just dropping it.
Yeah. I feel like I'm in the sunshine with the warm light on my skin, with the breeze, smelling like what is that thing? Lavender. At a 5-6 mile an hour pace.
I feel like it's
just
time for a conversation time now. Thank you.
Yes.
Wow.
All right.
Someone's feeling themselves.
All right. See, it's like 0 to 60. 0 to 60. 0 to 100.
Yeah.
0 to 100. Just like that.
For me, how do I feel right now? Well, I felt my head kind of like, woo, like that. A little woo.
Right. And you had a little baby.
Yeah.
You had
so
a little.
I can still feel something, you know?
You had a little.
And I'm now relaxed.
You had like a little sissy shit.
I can just lay down and just chill and drift off to sleep. That's how I feel.
That's so nice.
Yeah.
You know, we'll give you the sissy shot from here on out.
No, thank you. Sissy shot. Calm down.
You know what I got?
It's just
I got
some
the
kava.
I got the Wolverine.
Oh my god.
Shot. Right, bub?
It's time for some kava-sation.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Yeah,
so what is the topic, Miss Quick Quinn? With our conversation time. Come on!
The topic is happiness and relationships. Can you tell us why this sparked it up for you to have it be a topic?
Because, man, I'm all about happiness, man. That's what when I'm flowing through my day and I see people, I think to myself, I really hope people feel good, you know? And you see it on most people's faces. It doesn't look that way. I don't know. I don't want to judge. But I just hope. And there's many reasons as to why things will affect our mood and affect our energy and put us off. And those ripples take away the peace that we have. Take away the ease that we may have and make us angry. And I like to say fire. You know, how much water we have inside ourselves, how much space we have is dependent on how much good vibes we have. That's just the pineapple. That's just the pineapple. So when we have fire, you know what it does? It burns up space really quickly. And it burns up so much of our space that when something does bother us, pow! Watch the fuck out. Back up.
Okay.
You know? Like when something hits this, it's like.
So you're talking about the happiness piece or the relationship piece?
The happiness.
Okay, the happiness.
And then you were mentioning about how you went and did a live earlier, and somebody had mentioned a certain topic and they got very vulnerable. And I thought, that's people in relationships, romantic relationships. Because I would imagine people believe that when they find love, they can finally be happy. Because without it, they feel like shit. But when they find it, the mood goes hella high. Then it comes back down. Then you break up and you find somebody else. Come back down. It's a cycle. It's a cycle, right? It's like a drug.
Yeah.
It's like a drug. So that's why I thought it, because, I've actually been, skimming through and looking for countries, right?
Mm.
Finland, Sweden, Iceland, Denmark, Netherlands, and seeing what makes them happy.
Yeah.
Like Finland, for example, today I seen on the Washington Post. It was on one of the articles about a year ago or earlier this year, and it mentioned that people in Finland, when they are happy, you know what they do? And before you answer,
oh yeah, you told me. I think that's why I don't want to spoil it.
what do people here in America do when they're happy? They normally scream it at the rooftops. They normally post it on social media.
Yeah, I'm so happy right now.
I'm so happy. I'm so happy. You know what they do in Finland? They stay quiet.
So interesting.
It is, right? It's the complete opposite. They don't say anything because they believe that sharing your happiness out loud and in a promotive way is low class. Is low class.
Low class,
Yeah.
not classy, huh?
It's
Wow.
not classy. It's not classy. And I would like to, if Mate ever came back, because he was from Finland. He was a 19-year-old in Finland.
Yeah.
He was in the military, or what is it, 6 to 12 months that they served.
Mm-hmm. He would tell us.
I would love to ask the person.
That's really cool.
If that's how it is.
Yeah. So interesting.
It is. It is. So that's why. And how much does a romantic relationship, affect their happiness?
Yeah, because
So there it goes. That's the reason why, to answer your question in a long.
Yeah, I'm like, we're not even getting to the topic necessarily, but just what inspired the topic.
Yes.
Okay.
So any thoughts? Anything come to mind when you hear of happiness in relationships?
5 syllables.
Yes. Okay.
Because of my own personal experience.
Okay.
Codependency. It could be
codependency. Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, you made it up.
No. I was like, codependency has 5 syllables.
Gotcha.
Anyways, it made me think of that because my mission in life to be happy was to be in a relationship and to get married. And
this is your personal
career.
experience. I like it.
Yeah. This is my, I need to get my career, have kids. It was like literally, I saw my life the exact way how my parents raised us. It was like they got married, they went to school, they got married, went to school, got married, got kids, got a house.
Your dad didn't go to school.
He did. They both went.
Where? Here in the
San
States?
San Jose, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. They got both out of an AA.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And then they, I just saw them being able to provide and then take off on vacations, right? So I was like, okay, that's life. That is the model. That is the template. And so I was very focused on that. And I found that finding happiness through, especially relationships, actually made me very miserable. And it just wasn't working out. It would be happiness in the beginning. And then later on, it just ends up being a nightmare. So from happiness to nightmare.
Gotcha.
And then beating yourself up because it's so hard to leave. Right? It's not ideal, but it's so hard to leave. And you're just hoping that they would change. You're hoping that they want the happiness with you too. But it just, over again, so many ways where they showed that's not where they're headed to, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah. So when I think about relationships and happiness, it's very tricky. Like, for an example, like, I'm happy with you, right? Hey, you brought up relationship, but how would I say this? My happiness is not reliant on the relationship.
Thank goodness.
That
Thank
would
goodness.
be
'Cause
called
I'm out.
that would be called codependency, and I'm not. So again, I didn't know that you can find happiness or create happiness for yourself. I didn't know that. I was curious. It took me to be so heartbroken that it was my only choice. You know, there was only one door that opened up. There was no other doors. One door. And I'm like,
one door.
Fine. I will walk through that door and I will fucking figure it out, because this other path is way too painful. I can't take it on anymore.
Gotcha.
So that's what makes me think of. It's it is a conditioning that causes so much heartache and pains beyond, I mean, even to the point of suicide, you know?
Ooh.
Love is very powerful. Finding love and happiness in a relationship is very powerful. And if you do not have your self-love, it's a heartbreaking road.
Yes, you are. You're quite right.
Yeah, because I know people who kill themselves over relationships, over love.
Yeah. Reminds me of a story that my pops once told me when I was younger. And he mentioned that he came from the island from Tonga in the South Pacific. And he started in San Francisco. And if you know anything about San Francisco has cliffs, right? When you go toward the Pacific Ocean. If it's not on this side, then you go to the north side where Marin County is, and there's cliffs. All you gotta do is look for those big ass hills. If you miss the big ass hills, dang, that's on you. But he had mentioned to me that he fell in love with a woman, very, very deeply.
Yeah.
And he said he went out to one of these cliffs, walked out, and looked down because he wanted to kill himself because she dumped him. And he goes, Bila, I realized at that moment that I was one of the stupidest people in the world. I was going to end my life because of some other person.
Yes.
Didn't care about me anymore.
Yeah.
I was going to jump off this cliff to show them how much I meant it.
Yeah.
And then I realized, Bila, I'm the stupidest person in the world. And he mentioned, and this belief was instilled in me as a young kid. He goes, I realized that nobody can love me more than me. Not even your mom. Nobody. And he goes, I love your mom. But if she wants to leave me, then go. Then go. And that instilled in me as well, because I heard it many times. My mom threatened to walk out so many times. And I never seen my pops bat an eyelash. He was just didn't give a shit. My mom would scream, pack up all her stuff. Two suitcases. We living in Clarksburg. It's a little town outside of Sacramento. And she was going to move to where my cousin lived, in the Bay Area, where her sister stayed. And he always mentioned, babe, I love you. I love you. But I want you kids to hear this. And he would look at me. He goes, babe, if you leave, don't ever come back. Don't ever come back. Didn't raise his voice. Said it exactly like that. And then he just sipped his beer. And I used to hear this, and I used to think to myself, damn, this dude's fucking cool. Because as a kid, as any kid, no kid wants to see two people that they love, especially it's their mom and dad.
Right. Yeah.
Fight.
Yeah. No.
It's traumatizing.
Yeah.
Eventually, it starts to become normalized.
Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But
Hi,
what up, Granola?
What's up?
Or what up, Mac?
Mac, yeah, thank you for joining the chat.
Yeah, good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you. And so, no kids want to see. Absolutely, nobody wants to see no kid wants to see their parents fight. But seeing my pops the way he handled it all the time.
Yeah, that's quite something.
It instilled in me. Gotta love yourself. Gotta love yourself. And the way I always exercise, I always played sports when I was young. And that instilled in me that feeling that I always got from exercising has been better than any other feeling I've ever had.
Mm.
And that's why I continue to do it every single day.
Oof.
Did you hear the one about the piano and the fish?
Hold on. A key fish. Fishy. No. Key. What?
No.
Piano.
What is it?
Yeah, what is it? No, we're all guessing. What type of fish? No. Did you hear? Yes. No. Maybe.
And so, yeah.
Wow. So the story, and you said that was a story. The one about the jumping up about to just because they got dumped. That's not your dad.
Yeah, it was my pops.
It's your pops.
It was my pops.
Wow. See, rock bottom moments will have you listen. There's an inner voice that comes out. Answer, you can tune a piano, but you can't tune a fish.
I like.
I love it.
Korean hats. Sending you some Korean hats for that one. I appreciate those good vibes.
I had someone come on
I appreciate that.
I had someone to come on my live on TikTok. It was all the dad pun jokes. Oh, it was great. It was great. I was like, man, that was good. I forgot.
Keep them coming, Mac. Keep them coming if you got them.
Yeah, I love it.
We got another 5-10 minutes. We got another 5-10 minutes.
Yeah. So wow. Yeah.
So happiness.
I love that moment. I mean, it's not such a great moment.
It is a great moment.
Because he had a breakthrough.
It separates self-worth and the value that people put on you.
Yeah. And joke, what do you call a cheesy dinosaur?
I was gonna say a stegosaurus, but no.
Trinoceros. Damn.
Please share.
I don't know the dinosaurs.
So go ahead, Quinn. What were we gonna say?
No, that's a powerful moment, and it reminds me of the voice that came through for me when I was at my bottom moment.
Mm.
And it's time, Quinn. It's time to face being alone and face your emotions, because we're not coming back here ever again. You hear me? We're not going to come back to this moment ever again. And literally like that, like of my bottom moment, it was so loud. And of course, like it wasn't perfect, moving on from that, but I never got to that point in that situation ever again. I can't even say that.
A Gargonzolosaurus.
Or a cheddar triax.
Or a cheddar dactyl.
Oh,
appreciate
man,
it
so
back.
Great. So
I like
great.
It. Korean hots for that. Korean
Thank
hots.
You. But yeah, that's what it reminds me of. Your bottom. I hope this for every single person. I know it's maybe not for everyone, but I don't know. I just hope this for every person. Like in your bottom moments, there is that voice. Well, you got to listen to that voice now.
Well, it's one thing to listen, and then another to take action.
No, that's what I'm saying. Listen and take action, because you're at your bottom. Anything below that, you're a goner.
It sounds like it takes a long time before action can actually happen. Action is the most difficult.
Yeah, it is the most difficult.
It's the most difficult.
That wasn't my first time leaving the relationship. It was my 100th time. I had many talks, many realizations, but yeah, the act was absolutely hard.
You see how people go and then come back. See, having my pops share that with me and then ingrained it in me, I was like, hey, there's other holes out there. You know, there's other people out there. You know, there's not only one.
Yeah.
There's more than. There are 10,000 plus 20,000, 30,000, 40,000 people outside of the U.S. that would love to have your company. Love to have your company.
Yeah.
Which kind of fish goes good with peanut butter?
Oh, hold on, let me show this. You got to show it to the screen. What kind of fish goes good with peanut butter? Hold on. A jellyfish. No?
Oh, yeah. Damn, okay.
Because like peanut butter and jelly.
Yeah.
A jellyfish.
Damn. Okay, I'm actually impressed.
Let's just say it's the
I
kava.
would never. Yeah, it's highly
Let's
likely.
just say it's the kava.
Yes, it is the kava. The good vibes from the islands.
Am I right? Am I right?
Yes, you are right.
It's our jellyfish. A second grader joke.
Hey. If you don't get it, I like to say it's a 12th grade joke. It was a 12th grade joke for me. A senior joke.
Oh my god, I love it.
So.
I love it. But yes, and then with your pops, with the like, I am here because of one person. Like, what the fuck is that? I had that conversation with myself too. Like, are you fucking kidding me? Over one fucking person?
It's
no.
It's quite something.
Yeah.
It's quite something.
So, and then and then you have your fuel. So I feel like that was your dad's fuel because he's just like astonished, and he said, "I am literally the dumbest person in the world." So he like was astonished. Like it was almost like something hit him right in the rock bottom. It's like, oh wait, what the hell? What am I doing?
I don't know. Maybe that's one of the reasons why he was a philanderer as well.
Oh my god.
He was a philanderer.
That's common with men, unfortunately.
Yes, it is.
Because the men that I dated, same shit. All got cheated on. They even told me they were an asshole to women after that. They didn't respect women after that. Because they were so hurt. Their heart turned cold. And they saw women. They just treated every woman like the same. What do you call a donkey that rides a unicycle? A donkey? A pony? That doesn't make any sense.
I have no clue.
Oh, it was a Spanish joke. Shit. I don't know. A donkey. Oh, an ass. Because an ass. No, wait. That's another word for a donkey, but that's not Spanish. I'm not gonna get this one.
I'm horrible when it comes to trivia. I'm like, my mind doesn't think like that.
Yeah.
My mind doesn't think like that.
Answer: a wheelbarrow. A wheelbarrow.
A burro is
a donkey.
Yeah.
Okay. A wheelbarrow. Okay.
No, it's not burro.
Burro.
It's burro.
Burro. Burro.
Burro.
Burro. Burro.
It's that.
A wheelbarrow.
It's that Vietnamese tongue. You need a Latin flavor tongue like the pineapple. Burro.
Wow. Burro. 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 Okay, I can't do it.
Yes.
Wow.
Oh,
you really gave your effort in that one.
No, it's just very natural. Very natural. Just good vibes. It's the kava-sation. You know, it's all of it. A, B, C, D, and E.
Okay.
Right? All of the above.
Oh my god. Love the joke. I love that you just see jokes are always good in almost any room, but it's a party thing.
It's great as long as you're not in court. If you're in court, it may not be the best place to tell a joke.
Yeah. Or a funeral.
Yes. Funeral.
Yeah. Actually,
I tell jokes at funerals.
Yeah. Actually, it's good. Yeah.
That's it. Any last words before we go?
You didn't get to say anything on it. Oh, actually, your pops.
Yeah, I've been sharing stories. What are you talking about?
Joke. What do you get when you cross a snowman with a tarantula spider? A snow. Oh. A snowman with a tarantula spider? a snow crawl, a black widow, a freeze,
A Snyder?
sniper. Okay, we don't know. A frostbite. All right.
Appreciate the good vibes. Appreciate the good vibes, man. That's the quick queen for the win. I'm the pineapple on the pineapple.
Thank you for sharing your good vibes with us, with the jokes.
To finish it off, always wishing you guys enough. Wishing you guys enough. And then from the woman who, from World War II, went from Poland to Jerusalem. Wherever you go, may people always recognize that you have a beautiful heart.
Yes, beautiful.
Stay magical, everyone. Stay magical.
What do you get when you cross a centipede with a parrot? A walkie-talkie. Oh, so good.
Appreciate your good vibes, Mac.
Yeah, thank you.
I was always love.
Good night. Hope to see you again.